Hi all. Sunday morning. Now we had a bit of good weather, like warm, hot even, but it's gone decidedly chilly again, especially with the wind coming off from down there. Anyway, I think it was Friday. We concreted this bit, okay, and it was perfect. Yeah, it was really nice. Not perfect, but good for me. Yeah, and it's great. Like, and then we had visitors. And which was very welcome. Very very nice people. Can't fault them. And so we had a couple of beers, had a couple of wines. Anyway, after they went about 8 o'clock, so they was there for about 4 or 5 hours, like, you know. And then I came down to shut the barn doors, like, you know. I'm not saying it did have an effect on me, but what happened was I fell over onto the concrete that hadn't set. And you can see a mark there, funny enough, there's 2 dog footprints there, and one there as well. Yeah, don't know if you can make it out. I mean, it still doesn't look all that bad, but yeah, I fell on my ass and put my hands down and made all them marks. It still doesn't look that bad, like, you know, it's set pretty good, but not fully set. So the air was blue because I fell down on my ass, or if you're French, derrière, or if you're American, fanny. Yes, that is an odd one, isn't it? But yeah. What do you mean lean forward? Only people who've watched Jim Davison will get that. Right. Anyway, so yeah, it's still not bad. Like, you know, so we've reversed the doors on the barn to open that way. So that's our first bit of major concreting, but all the other bits have got to be done. I'm going to fill it up with hardcore from the path because 4 inches is ample. Clean this up a bit, obviously, for the drainage, for the wet stuff to go into, so it doesn't come into the barn, hopefully. And carry on as we are. Yesterday, I was a bit bored because Penny said I have a day off, have a weekend off. So I did. And I played with the old hot Reliant scimitar, and that entailed, oh god, it is cold. That entailed taking the wheels off, these 2 anyway, this side, and I polished them up. You see that? Yeah. And there's another one. Actually, that one's come out a lot better. They look fairly nice. I've done the other one, the other side. That side. A few days before. And I got one more at the back to do. So, we paid our import tax on the cars, a lot of money, and then people say, oh, you shouldn't have paid that. I'm sorry, like, but if you get a bill off the French Treasury to pay it, what do you do? Just not pay it? Well, you've got to pay it anew. That's what it is. But yeah, a lot of people say, no, you didn't have to pay that much. And yeah, right, okay then. Yeah, so I don't know about that one. Import duty is import duty. So tomorrow at 10 to 2, that's got a CT booked in, the Volvo. Hoping hoping that will pass, and then we can go through the rigmarole of registering the car and MOT, not MOT, you know, and getting French plates. We've also applied for our French driving licenses. I will lose my heavy goods because I thought, do you know what, I'm never going to use it again. I don't want to use it again. So it's gone. Like, no. So there we are, which I, well, really don't mind, to be honest. Like. And then later on in the week, we got half a week, because we got a couple of good days. So tomorrow's wasted because we got to go to the CT. But then we got a couple of days good weather, and then it turns wet. So I might not even do anything this week with the concreting down there. We'll just play it by ear. All right. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Buongiorno. Au revoir. Morning. Took the car for CT, which is the French MOT, which lasts for 2 years rather than the 12-month it does in UK. And I was a bit worried. Headlights, even though they're directional on a button, I was a bit worried about that failing. The mirrors failing, but they're identical both sides, and they are. And the only thing I had to do really was the fog light over that side, just above the in the bumper. I bought another lens and made that into a fog light there instead. Had to buy another cable. But I will have 2 fog lights, because I could have buy another cable, because I had to take the one off that because the one I bought didn't fit. Right. Okay. So today, bit of thunder there, I think. Today, I'm sorry. Today. Oh, yeah, I'm still taking up the path. It's the most boring job going. And Penny is in the house decluttering, which is good. Well, but you watch now, we'd go somewhere and she'll start buying stuff again and it'll be cluttered again. But anyway, she's doing a nice job. And I've showed you the concrete I fell over in down here. Well, now it's drying out. That ain't a bad job, is it? That's not bad, is it? So I hope people are saying, oh, you're going to get a lot of water down there. Where's it going to go? Well, I'm going to put a pipe on the end of the drainage, whatever you call them, down there. Pipe coming back down here and then down there. It'll be covered. You won't be able to see it. Because I'm going to put a step there after the concrete ends. So I'm just backfilling in here. Well, all of it. Backfilling with the path stuff. Probably get some dust to put on top of it and then concrete that. I wish it was warmer, even though it's perfect conditions ready for concreting. It's not ideal when it's perfect conditions now, because it's cool. It's not too heavy. But when it starts getting warmer, it goes off quicker, obviously. So this is how far I've got. We're taking up the path. To be honest, I'd never liked the path anyway. You just never liked it. And I think it's too high on the concrete. So, what else? Oh, we're buying a new mixer. Second hand, but it's only been used once. And it's high up. So I can stand on the back of the trailer, put my mix into the mixer by here, and then just tip it over straight into a barrow, rather than tipping it on the floor and then having to having to shovel it up into the barrow, and because it's all tight, believe it or not, it does take a long time. So that will make things easier from when we do down there. Yeah. But it's quite a nice day, but a bit chilly, bit of a wind, bit of a breeze, but yeah, all's good, all's lovely. If anybody wants to buy a car, transport, a trailer, tilt one with electric winch, well, they can for €2,750. But there we are. I think I told you the scimitar I put on hold because it won't pass a CT. That there's I got to get different headlights and so on, like, you know. And another door mirror. I keep the door mirrors on there, but add an additional circular wide angle mirror on there as well, because the mirrors, even the driver's side one, they're pretty crap. Yeah, but it is an old car, and they weren't very good. There we are. So I'll go back and give my advice to Penny and where to put stuff. She does hate it. Alright then, bye. I was got up at the crack of dawn. What? She wants to walk on my concrete. Just put it on your lap. Yeah. It won't be a minute. Anyway, we're watching a new YouTuber, well, new to us. We haven't seen him before. There's a family from London, and they're in Calvados, I think. And they bought an old mill, and Bayek, they got some work to do. But it's going to be grand. It's going to be lovely. But the sad part of it was, I forget the name. I can't. Moulin Rouge, I think the channel. I don't know. I forget. Anyway, but we been binge watching it for last few days, and there's about 58 episodes, and we're on number, I don't know, 21 or something. But anyway, we've been watching it, and they'd done a short video as well, and it was so sad. I mean, really sad. Apparently they came off holiday after being in the UK visiting family, friends, and they came back with a dog, about a year old. I think about a year old. Let me turn this light off. A year old black lab, and because they've got it was a water mill. Obviously they've got water down. It had been raining like there's no tomorrow. Anyway, unknown to them, Chopper, his name was. He jumped or fell into the water, and sadly he drowned. Like, and Penny got all emotional, watching it. And to be honest, like, I did a bit as well. And our hearts go out to them. They stopped filming for a couple of months because they couldn't face it. And even going to the mill, they got a rental house that they're staying in at the moment. And I did, horrible, absolutely horrible. But, give it some time, and hopefully one day, they get another dog, and because they're lovely people, and they would be good owners for another dog or two. So hopefully it won't have an adverse effect on them, that they won't have another dog. But bloody awful, yeah. Anyway, on a lighter note, concreting. Yeah, so I got up at the crack of dawn, and we bought a mixer. I don't know if I've shown you that. is second hand, but only used one time, and it's okay. It's not bad. Saves bending over. So I done that this morning with a bit of help from Penny. I still got to trowel it up a bit and then brush it, for a finish shake, yeah, but it would look fine. It would look good, So that's how far we've got now. Oh, look at these keys right down here. Garage keys come out of my pocket. Lucky I didn't bury them. So there we are. That's one less we got to do now. So I think tomorrow we're going to do another one by here. And then we got 3 left, and then it's a curving from the edge up to the carport, which is a lot more easier. But looking forward to getting that done. I think it's going to look alright. I hope it's going to look alright. It's cost a lot of money. Do you think every ton of that sand, chippings, gravel, and 2 bags of cement is 83 euros, and every one of these is taking 2 bags, if not a bit more, and a ton of, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 6 ton there, and then we've had a load for bedding in the curbstones and all. I think you're looking at about 10 ton we've had. So there we are. The curbs were 159. No, I think they were more than that. 200 odd. So we're looking at 1,200 euros, Plus we bought a new mixer, which is a godsend, to be honest. So 1,200. It's going to be, to do all that, it's going to be 1,500 euros plus, I'd say. But in the long run, we won't be bloody weeding. Oh, and we've had topsoil. That was £250. Apparently, we were out last night. We went out for an Indian with Mike just down the road, and he actually said, "You paid for topsoil." I said, "Well, yeah, you've got to pay for it, haven't you?" And he's going, "No one pays for topsoil in Normandy." I said, "Really?" I said, "Oh, I didn't know." He said, no, people want to get rid of it, so they obviously we needed delivery of it, but I did look online then, and there are companies who sell it for about 49-50 euros per ton. But I do feel a bit cheated, and Penny wasn't very happy, as you can see. Yeah. Another disappointment. Another disappointment in her life. But well, we know now. But yeah, because one day I think we may get some more in the autumn, because that's the best time to grow, put seed down for grass. So there we are. That's about it. But we're off out again tonight, aren't we?
Yes, lanes.
For what are we having? Gammon, boiled gammon, yeah, lovely. And new potatoes and some cabbage, I think, as well. Cabbage, yeah. So there's another night out.
I have to go and get some wine.
Yeah, and then tomorrow night we're going out again. 3 nights on the trot.
Yeah, and
Linda and John will be there as well, right? And Louise and Andy, they invited us over. Very kind of them.
Oh yes, yeah.
But they got a much larger house than what we have here, and they can do it. They why I mean is that they got the space, So.
And Louise just loves entertaining.
She does. And then next Monday, for the second time, or third. Second time, Penny's going out with the witches of Normandy. they're they're a ladies group. They're not called. What are they called?
Real Housewives.
Yeah, they are witches. Honestly, I know what they're doing. They're trying to get rid of the husbands and all that, so they can have good fun. So yeah. So it's a pretty sociable place to be living at the moment.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sound inconsiderate or anything. But now and again, I think I just want to chill out a bit, like, you know. But
Especially when you've been busy.
yeah, but I am a bit unsociable, aren't I?
Very.
Yeah, there we are. Okay then, well, I babbled on enough again. So that's how far we got.
4 to go.
Trowel it up again, and then
Brush it.
brush it over, and try and put something around it so the wildlife doesn't step on it, including me. Yeah, because I don't want to.
No more wine.
I don't want to dent that after I've had a few. Right, okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Look at Mrs. L gardening and on poo patrol, picking up all the dog crap. We had a bit of a tiff today. She keeps having a go at me ever since she joined Witches 61. Yeah, which is a group of women cackling away over cauldrons in a pub. You know, and she's got high and mighty. Oh well. Anyway, I haven't shown you that without the ladders around it. So we've got another 3 pours to do. It's looking alright. I think it will look better actually when it's weathered in. You know, you can see it from there. Yeah, when it's weathered in, I think like it's been there for ages, it will look better. But reasonably happy with that. Oh, bit of bottom coughing going on there. Right, the scimitar. Oh, the gendarmes around the back of the house. Yeah, sorry, neighbour's house. Apparently all the family of deceased passed away, and the house has been broken into. It's been left open as well. So the gendarmerie are down there, hopefully sorting things out. Maybe have someone lock it up. I'd be interested in buying that if it's cheap, you know. But anyway, yeah, bit of bad luck with that house. Yeah. Right, okay. Scimitar, I've decided to take the heads off. So I've taken the alternator bracket off, taken the air filter housing element off. That's all. Because it overheated like hell today. Again, just idling there. Hey, if it's a head cracked or the block is cracked, well, it means a new engine. If not, gasket replacement. Possibly getting the heads skimmed. But no one seems to know of anywhere locally that does that. I'll have to find out. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I'll probably do a bit tomorrow. The exhaust bolts for the manifold, they're going to be a pig. I've undone 2 or 3 and they're coming out okay. But then there's a couple that have been rounded off, and they are going to snap. I know they're going to snap. So yeah, there we are. What can you do in So hopefully, anyway, get the heads off. Have to drill them out, re-tap them. Might give them to an engineering place, in fact, to do all that. Yeah, it'd just be nice to be able to take it for a spin and not be looking at the temperature gauge all the time. But there you are. Tried setting the carbs up today, the twin choke Weber, and the idle, and I'd done the timing again, and did seem to be a bit better. But there is a lot of work on that, you know. Anyway, there you are. It's Saturday afternoon. We went to friends of ours. We went over to their house. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us, and a dog and a cat. And we had a meal over there. And it's the second time we've been there, and they're very, very hospitable. But one of the guys said, there's a guy there. 2 guys. Yeah. And one of them said, "Oh, are you going to paint your house again?" And I said, "Well, I wasn't planning on it." "Oh," he said. So I said, "Oh, don't you like it? Don't you like the colour?" He said. I said, "Well, we like it, so it's staying like that for the time being." And, you know, his point of view, that's all right. Up to him, his point of view. You know, it's like a political view, isn't it? You know, you can't make people like things or dislike things. Yeah, but I was thinking, was there any need, really, to say that? I don't know. At least he's honest. There you go. So, yeah. That's all, really. And, yeah, we're carrying on with the concrete in Tuesday. I think we're going to get it all done next week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that will be done. In fact, it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to do the one lowest down. And then we're going to do the top one. And then give them a day to go off. And then do the middle one. Because even though it's a day after, they do, if you are kneeling down on them, they do actually mark the concrete. It's still a bit green, as they say. So yeah, that'll be fine. Next bit is to come off that corner up to that corner with like some kind of block work. And that's going to contain all the chippings in there, and then do the curbing from that corner of the blocks, and following that line going up to the carport. Yeah, which isn't so bad, and it doesn't take a lot of concrete, thank God. And then I think we're going to leave it for a while, and then see how we go. Alright, happy, Penny?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I think Maya's there as well, the Mary.
Oh, really? Oh, right, okay.
She's having them close it all up.
Yeah, good. Okie dokie. Au revoir. It's quite a mild day today in Normandy. Right, okay. Off with their heads. So I've got that far. So the alternator's off. Rocker covers are off. The carb inlet manifold is off. The exhausts are disconnected down there. I will be taking the manifolds off but the bolts are snapping, so they're going to have to be looked into. All I've got to do is actually well, take the heads off now, loosen all the bolts, and have a look at the gaskets. Like, that should be fun. Yeah, well, it might be fun anyway, and hopefully they come off quite easy. It's quite funny, really, because there's a guy who's got a cemetery on YouTube called Tire Sim, and same engine as on here, and he's doing his head gaskets at the same time. So yeah, I hope wish him all the luck with that. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, loosen all the head bolts off. Pop off the heads, have a look at the gaskets. I think it's going to be that side that is the problem more. How do you tell if the block is cracked? I really don't know. Or the head. Would you see it? I don't know. I suppose the thing to do is clean it all up and go from there, I suppose. Yeah. Didn't take as long as I thought. Not quick, but not as long as I thought. So there we are. I think I'll just get them off and just call it a day. Like, you know, might clean them up after Penny's going out with the witches, which is 61. So hope she enjoys that. And yeah, I'll carry on with that. It's good in a way that she's going out, because then I can do my thing here. But tomorrow we will be carrying on with the concreting. Oh, and I get another load in with the trailer tomorrow morning. They open Calipro and Goron, open at 8 o'clock. And we got 3 more to do. And trois. So that's how far we got. And that's drying out nicely, that is. I gave it a brush finish purely because it won't be too slippery, like, you know. I'm hoping. And I got a little idea of what to do down the sides of it. But yeah, you could go on and on, but it all costs money, doesn't it? So, and it isn't essential, but I think it would just look nice, especially in the summertime. Involves a bit of digging by hand. Yeah. So yeah, looks right, doesn't it? I hope it does. Yeah. But that's all. So I'm going to carry on with the car, the scimitar, and go from there. All right. Bye.